Now, sacrificial. The best, the second part, right? It's not just your first portion, but your best portion. In the Old Testament, people used to bring animal sacrifices, right? Like lambs or goats, and I'm glad we don't have that practice anymore, and that Jesus fulfilled all those requirements. But think about, and this principle grew out of that time. You bring the firstborn and the best. Imagine if a family back in the Old Testament times was heading off to to worship at the temple, and dad said to his son, "Oh yeah, we got to bring our offering this morning, and we need to bring a goat." And the son says, "Well, we got this one lamb. It's kind of hobbling around. It's on 2.5 legs, and it's kind of diseased, and it's about to die. Why don't we bring that one, because it doesn't have a lot of value to us right now anyway." No, what was that an acceptable offering? No, it was the lamb. It was the best, the pure, the unblemished. And it was a reminder that we give God the best portion, the first portion. Now, I've got 4 daughters, as I mentioned, and I try to help them with this principle a little bit. So I wage a dad tax. Any of you guys know what a dad tax is on things? Well, they love like snacks, like fruity snacks. Kids, they all like the little fruit snacks. And it really doesn't matter if it's fruit snacks or Oreos or chocolate, but whatever they have, I'm always like, hey, can I have one? Can I have a little bit? Can I have a little bit? One, because I'm lazy. I don't want to get up and have to get it myself. But it's a principle, and I want to know, are they willing to give something up? And as they get stingy, and as they get like, no, Dad, and like, why are you so worried about a couple little fruit snacks? Do you know that I have got a Costco-size box of 72 fruit snacks in the pantry that I can just stuff you so full of fruit snacks, you're going to throw up fruit snacks, right? And yet they don't want to give up one of their 10 fruit snacks. And so as they begin to learn that principle, they realize there's more. And Dad can provide more, and it's where it comes from. It's a little example. But here's the thing, you know what? Which fruit snack is harder for me to ask for them? The first one in the package or the last one in the package? Why is it? It's the same fruit snack. It's the exact same piece. But somehow if I wait until they're down to the very last one and say, hey, can I have that one? This is my last one, right? But the first one, there's still a lot left in here. Oh, I'm good. Yeah, Dad, you can have one of those. Why is it any different with us? God's saying, I've got a Costco size and bigger storehouse in heaven. And what you have, it comes from me, and I can so bless you and provide you with more. I just want to know, are you faithful? Do you trust me? Do you believe in this ministry and this mission, this heart that I want to put in you, that you are a person who can give and give freely and to give joyfully? And you know what? It does take a sacrifice. It does have to cost us something. That's why if we wait till the end and we don't have anything left, we go, wow, what can I do now? There's nothing left. The sacrifice comes up front, and we sacrifice all the time in our lives for things that are important to us. I have friends and our neighbor, their son is going into a new league in baseball and to a new level, and all of a sudden they're saying, we got to buy like 2 or 3 new bats, and they're all between like $200 and $400. And you know what? They're absolutely willing to do it. They're willing to figure out, we got to do it without something else so that we can provide this because of it's important. And giving often requires sacrifice. It may mean that, I would rather drive my car that's on its last leg, 230,000 some miles, instead of saying, instead of all the thousands of tithing this past year, I could have just bought myself a new car. I don't even think in those terms, because I would much rather blessing first go to what God and his kingdom is doing. And I know in time, God will provide for that next step. For the vehicle, when it's time to change and that happens, God's going to provide. So we give our first and we give our best. And these are heart issues.